Hello. It's cold out here this morning. Um, so I just wanted to give another quick update about my situation. So since my last video, I've been sick again. I think I had a cold and then I kind of got over it and it went away for a minute and then it came back. And I was pretty miserable. And I drained my social battery hanging out with some friends while I was sick, which was fine, but I had to take some time to recover from that. And I was trying to make a video these past couple days that's a little more formal than the ones I've been making, and that's about a very important topic that I really want to talk about. It's very important and relevant to me. But my phone doesn't have enough storage space, and as I was editing, the software kept crashing, and I lost all of my progress, and I got fed up with it. So I'm just making this video instead. That video will be coming out. I just have to do all the editing again, and maybe it'll give me an opportunity to gather some extra resources and screenshots and stuff. The thing is, I've said this before on this channel, but I only have my phone. I don't have a computer or an iPad or anything like that. I just have my phone. And I have a bunch of, old sentimental pictures and stuff that I don't necessarily want to delete. And it would take a long time to sort through them and delete all the stuff I don't want. That would be, a multiple day project in and of itself. But I deleted some folders of images that I don't really need. So I have a little extra space now, so I should be able to finish that video. But it's frustrating not having more equipment. I don't have a mic, I don't have any cameras or anything like that. And I'm trying to make this, well-presented video, and these free apps that I'm getting, you can pay for premium features and stuff, but they're still not all that great, and I just don't have the options and the functionality that I want to make the videos that I really want to make at this point. I know that in the future, hopefully it'll happen, but right now it's not happening. And it's really frustrating for me because I feel like I really want to move on and make better things and just kind of fast forward to the point in my life where everything's okay. And I'm, talking about important topics and making my creative projects and doing the things that I really want to do. But I need money first. Wintertime is not a great time for donations and charity. And that's something also that I wanted to touch on today in this video, is like this sensation that I get of like, what can I really give when I have so little, right? The world is a very demanding place. Even something as simple as and necessary as maintaining friendships is really demanding for somebody like me that has such a low social battery and a low energy in general. I can't even walk into the grocery store without getting a headache. So it's really hard for me to feel worthwhile to other people, because in my friendships I've always felt like, in my relationships with other people, I've always felt like I was giving as much as I possibly could, even exceeding my energy levels for the benefit of other people, and then they would still claim that it wasn't enough and that I needed to put in even more. And so when I'm, putting in a lot of effort to like make a video about a topic that's important to me, that I really want that information out there and I really want it to be presented well, and I just don't have the equipment for it, it kind of resonates on a personal level. It kind of reflects experiences in my life, like in general. So it was just very frustrating. And I have this question in my mind, like, what do I give when I have so little to give? Like, how can I give back? How can I engage in mutual aid rather than just asking people for charity on the internet? Like, I really want to give, and I really want to work, and I want that work to be rewarded. And I want that work to be rewarding for other people as well. I want, to produce value for the world and get value in return in a mutual, equalistic kind of system. And I just feel like it's, I'm just not sure if I'm capable of it. And I guess that's what being disabled is. But, I'm at the point, sometimes when I'm having really bad days, I get to a point where I start to think like, I lost my train of thought a little bit. Give me a second. I'm not going to edit this, by the way, because I'm really trying to save my energy. So you're going to have to be really invested in me as a person and my thoughts to get through this video. But yeah, during my really bad times, I get to a point where I start to think like, who out there is gonna care for me, right? Like, I'm not interested in a relationship. I don't think that's smart for me to pursue at the moment. I don't have the energy to put into developing friendships to a deep level. I don't have the equipment to make good videos and become a content creator and form a community that way, even though that's still where I'm gonna go. I'm just not there yet. And I think if I had the resources, I would be able to do much, much better work. But I have to put in like excessive effort with the little resources that I have to get to that point, because I'm in this hole where I don't have anything. Right? So I really am in a position where I have to rely on other people to give me more than I can give back so that I can get out of this hole. And it's kind of a scary position to be in because I can't rely on people to do that. I mean, I have been relying on people to do that, and it's worked out so far, which I really appreciate. All the support that I've gotten has gotten me this far. I really do appreciate that, and that's why I'm continuing on this path, because I've seen that it can work, and that if it continues to work, I will get to a point eventually where I can return the value I've been given. Simply by being alive, a lot of people would say that I have value. And it's, you want to believe that kind of thing, but it's really hard to believe when people say that, but then everybody in my life is nobody on this planet is going to support me wholesale without me giving something in return. Even if that something I give in return is that they just think I'm like attractive and have a good personality or something like that. And that I can't always maintain, because my personality is often like a mask. I've been masking my whole life, so I don't even really know the details of what my personality is truly. And I'm not always the most attractive person and the most pleasant person to be around either. When I get emotionally overwhelmed, people tend to not want to be around that. I have meltdowns, autistic meltdowns. And, it's almost as if somebody was having a panic attack and everybody in the room got scared and ran away and left this person to have a panic attack alone. That's kind of what happens to me every time I have a meltdown around other people. And so I feel compelled to go off and do it alone. But then I'm relying on just myself and my own will while I'm this sensitive, my nervous system is fried and I'm experiencing a panic response. It's just very frustrating, to try to balance these ideas in my head about, like, I do have inherent value and I can provide value if I have the resources, but at the same time, I have to put in a lot of work to convince people that I have value, even though it should just be a given. I don't know. Right now, my thoughts aren't super in order, so I don't know if this is like mostly a cultural thing, or if it has to do with the politics and the economy in the Western world right now. Probably kind of a mixture. But I'm just, I think, like I said in my last update video, I'm just kind of tired, right? The main sensation right now is just exhaustion. And I've been doing my best to rest, but there's 6 principles of basic principles of health that everybody can follow. Get good sleep, eat well, keep yourself clean, brush your teeth, go outside, and socialize. Those are the 6 things that everybody, if you can do as many of those as possible, you will be healthier for it. And I struggle with all of them because of my position being homeless and autistic, right? Socializing isn't always, socializing in and of itself is a whole balancing act of managing my energy versus my need for human connection. And the fact that I feel I can't always give that connection back fully. Excuse me. Excuse the sniffs. Normally I would cut that kind of thing out, but like I said, I'm not going to edit this. So, I struggle with sleep too. I only got 5 hours of sleep last night because of the cold. I woke up cold. I struggle to eat well. If I had a kitchen to cook in, I would be able to eat much healthier, given that I have the energy to cook, but I would most likely meal prep. And I don't have a shower. I keep myself clean with, wipes and stuff like that. I can still brush my teeth, but I don't always have, it makes me anxious going into public restrooms to do that. And it also doesn't feel so nice doing it in my car. So that kind of falls back sometimes. And it's just very difficult in this position to keep up with my health. Not surprising at all, but like, what do I do about it? If I'm not healthy and able to reduce my stress somewhat, because like I'm doing literally everything I possibly can, I'm making all the best decisions within my capabilities, but if I can't achieve that, then there's just nothing I can really do about it, and I'm gonna be stuck at this level of functioning for the rest of my life. People in my comments have said that I'm a good communicator, that I communicate well and I speak well, which I appreciate. But the crazy thing is, I could communicate even better if I wasn't so stressed out. I've told a couple therapists about this, but I feel that I would literally be like an Einstein level genius if I wasn't so sleep deprived and stressed out. Because even at this, level of functioning, which is extremely subpar, this is basically like almost the bottom of the barrel when it comes to my intellectual capabilities. Even at this level, I'm still, a good communicator in all this. And that sucks, because it's difficult to convince people that I'm struggling when I look like I'm okay and I can still speak and form thoughts and stuff like that. And I don't feel that way. I don't feel the way that people see me. People see me as smart, intelligent, coherent. I don't feel that way. My thoughts don't feel that way. I feel very distracted and Like, I often just feel like I don't know what I'm saying, or like I say something and then as soon as it comes out of my mouth, I'm like, I don't believe that, or whatever. Like, I'm always questioning everything I say and everything I think. And so it makes me confused and kind of lost. And yet somehow what comes out is coherent and seems to communicate properly to people, which is, I mean, I think that's pretty impressive, that my mind is able to do that, that I'm able to still do that. But again, if I had more resources and was able to take care of my health better, I could do even better. I could make some incredible things. I could do some incredible things. And I would really, really like to. But there's also a huge part of me that really, really doesn't want to. Because, like, does the world really deserve my best performance when they, I mean, right? But when the systems at large sort of, like, crushed my best performance out of me? I think what I really need is just to find certain people, find a community, like a real community. But that scares me. I don't like talking to people face to face. It's scary and I don't like it. And it has never really led to success in the past, so I have basically no faith in the idea of, I mean, I have faith in the idea, the concept of community. I understand that it would be an amazing thing for me and for everybody. At the same time, I just don't really, I find myself struggling to be interested in people. I just don't have the energy anymore. I'm tired. I have to focus on myself. But when I focus on myself, I'm called selfish. So, or lazy, or whatever. Like, I think, people in general, and I'm not talking about anybody specific at all, but like, from some of the more mean comments that I get and some conversations I've had and things that I've seen on the internet, it seems like a lot of people can't really conceptualize that somebody can be chronically struggling like this. And it might not look to them like what struggle feels like. Because like I said, I feel very different on the inside than how I present to the outside world. So it can be very difficult to convince people that I'm struggling. But when I show authentically and honestly what my struggle looks like and feels like, people think I'm like inflicting something on them. People think I'm like inflicting an emotional burden on them. It's really frustrating. It makes me feel like, I can't trust people's words when they say that they love me or that they enjoy my presence or that they care about me or that they'll have my back no matter what, because that, people have said that in the past and it hasn't been the case. So, okay, I don't know what the point of this was, but we're gonna stop looking at my face now and we're gonna start looking at this beautiful place. I think we'll be okay. And I think I'll be okay. I just need a bit of a break. Tomorrow, I will try to release that video. I'm not editing this one, so I will be editing that other video today. And hopefully it'll be out either today or tomorrow. Okay. Thank you for spending this 20 minutes with me. Thank you for being interested in me and my words and my thoughts. Thank you for relating. If you do, please let me know in the comments, because nobody likes to feel alone in their struggles. And it's about time that I feel understood. I appreciate all of the nice comments that I get. I appreciate all of the support I get. Thank you for sharing this peaceful moment with me at the end. I come here all the time. It's one of my favorite spots. I really hope that you have a place like this that you can go to. This is one of the few advantages of being homeless and unemployed, that I have all the free time in the world to come to places like this and calm my nervous system. Unfortunately, the longer I spend here is more time I'm spending not making videos. Well, I guess I'm making a video right now. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Thank you for watching, and have a peaceful day.